Dating after a breakup you didn't want is going to be the worst. I am just going to prepare you right now that you're going to hate it. Hate it! Because more likely than not, if you're going through a breakup you didn't want, and this person may have broken up with you, you're going to feel like you never wanted to be back out there in the first place. And now here you are having to be forced back into this position to meet new people, to start all over again. And you're probably looking at your person who may have gotten into something new right away and they seem okay. So you're like, this is so unfair. And it is. And it is. But here you are. So let's just deal with it. Secondly, you might feel some guilt starting with someone new. And I know that sounds crazy because this person may have broken up with you and you feel as though, why am I feeling a loyalty to a person who broke up with me, especially if they may even be into something new? But you are going to feel that way. You're going to feel guilty. You're going to feel like you're cheating. You're going to feel like you're ruining your chances if you may ever want to get back together again. All of these things are going to keep you from really being able to even have the bandwidth to be in something new. And more than likely, you're still deeply attached to this person. So to let someone else in is nearly impossible. And that's why rebound relationships struggle at a very deep level. Because as much as people think they're ready to jump right into something new, you're never really prepared to jump right into something new. It's a lot to handle. So you're going to face all of those things. And then if you start to date, you're really not going to like the people that you're talking to, even if they're great. Even if they're great, and a lot of them are, because your heart is not in it. It may actually make you feel sick to think about getting out there and dating again. So don't feel like you have to. Get out of the imaginary race with your ex is who's going to heal quicker. Because for some reason, people feel like healing means being in a brand new relationship. Like, is that the bar to what healing looks like? I would argue the opposite. Healing looks like giving yourself a chance to settle, to be in this space, to learn who you are, to understand what you just went through, to prepare yourself just a little before you get into the next relationship. So healing does not look like, oh, I'm all set. I just got into something new. Look at my life on all the socials. I'm good. I'm a couple again. And so I don't have to sit in the place of being alone and lonely and sad. That's not the measure of who is healing quicker. So get out of the race with your ex as if it's a competition of who can put their life back together quicker. So stop doing all of that. Don't feel like you have to get out there and start dating again. But when you are ready to date again, and you don't have to be 100% healed to start dating again. You're not going to be. So don't wait for that day, because you'll be in a rocking chair somewhere just knitting sweaters for your cats. But who knows if that's going to be my fate. But put yourself back together again and say dating is going to be very difficult. You are going to think about your ex a lot. You are going to feel torn. This new person is going to try to be making their way into your life. And as good as they are, you're going to feel this connection to your ex. Also, you may feel like if your ex came around tomorrow, you would probably open that door and allow them to come in. And how fair is that for the person you're seeing right now? But if you really have come to the place of, look, I do want to see what's out there. I do want to start pushing myself in that direction. This relationship right now is on hold. Nothing's happening with it. We're not working our way back. I'm going to live in this very moment that I am right now, because that's what you have to do. Don't live in the past. Don't live in the future. Live in this moment. And accept all the challenges of you're hurt, you're missing someone, you're lonely, you're sad, but you can still talk to somebody and maybe go out on a date and have a few laughs and have a really good time experiencing someone else, even if you're not ready to get very serious at the moment, which is a conversation for this person when and if it should get there. And a lot of people are okay with that if you're honest about it. So even if you feel a little tiny bit ready, give this new person a fighting chance. Really say that to yourself. Say, I know deep down I'm going to have a lot of struggles. I still love my person. I still miss them. I don't feel like I'm healed as much as I would like to be, but I still want to push my life forward in some sort of a way. Go ahead and do that. And someone may surprise you, and you may have a great time with this person, and they're going to show you what else is out there. And so sometimes that's a good thing, and other times it kind of also makes you feel like you really are starting to miss your ex. It's a good way to determine whether or not you miss your ex because of who they are and who you were together, and if that foundation was really solid, or are you just lonely and you just miss having someone in your life. There's a big difference. It's a big difference. So dating is going to be miserable. It's going to be very difficult. But if you are ready to get back out there, give yourself a few different streams of income too when it comes to dating. If you're not into the apps, absolutely get yourself into a different direction of joining things, of doing things, meeting different people in those kind of settings, or put the word out to your friends and family that you're thinking about dating again, and make sure they know that they can give you a name or set you up with someone without feeling this responsibility of, what if it doesn't work out? Are they going to be mad at me? Let them know. Look, if you know anybody who wants to spend a little time or is single who might be interesting, let me know. I'm not going to hold you responsible if it doesn't work out. I'm an adult. I can make my own choices. Just give me a lead somehow. So look at the apps, look at going out and meeting new people and really putting yourself out there, and then look at friends and family, coworkers, whatever. There's nothing wrong with saying, hey, I think I might be ready to date again. If you know anybody who's great and you think would be good for me, I'd love you to give me their name. So, it's very scary. It's very difficult, but you can do this. You can do this. You don't have to close one door before you open the next. Life is fluid, and it's going to work that way. So if you start dating and it really turns your stomach and you just feel like you're not ready, take your time. Take your time. Give yourself a chance. Do not listen to the noise around you of what society is telling you. You have to get into something new. You're not healing if you're not in a new relationship. You're stuck. You're not moving on. They are. You're not. Stop. Shut all that noise down. You do you. It takes a lot of courage to sit by yourself and work out some things that have happened to you that you didn't expect, you didn't want, and are really, really difficult. It's a lot easier to just jump into something and ask someone else to heal you or take care of you or bring you up and hold your head right above water. So when you're looking at what does it look like to heal, it doesn't necessarily look like getting into something new. So if you feel like dating is not for you right now, sit in that space. You're fine. You're fine. Take your time. When the time is right, you're going to put yourself back out there. And what usually happens is loneliness starts to set in. I think loneliness becomes powerful, and that is usually the catalyst that'll push people back out there that are not necessarily feeling ready to start dating again. And then just start dating. Don't look at it like you're trying to interview your next husband or wife. Look at it like, I'm going to just meet new people. I'm going to have a great time. I'm going to have a few laughs and have a nice night out. Look at it just like that. Take all the pressure off, and don't be afraid to exit if you are not having a really good time. If you're not ready, there's nothing wrong with telling that person, look, I thought I was ready. It seems like I'm not, and I really don't want to waste your time. So you can be gentle about that. Get out there and do whatever you want to do. You'll know when you're ready. You'll know, and you'll never be all the way ready. But should you get back out there when you are feeling ready? Yes. Is it going to be difficult? Absolutely. Are you going to have to kiss a lot of frogs? You betcha. You betcha. But when you're ready, just start. Just start. Think of it like in sales. If someone said to you, look, you're going to be in sales, but you're going to make your best sale on the 32nd phone call you make or door that you knock on. You would get up and bang out those 31 first sales calls just because you know at some point you're going to get the call that you want. The same is with dating. You might have to get out there and just like get on some dates and start talking to people, knowing that at some point someone is going to cross your path who you're going to love. And it happens quickly. Life happens quickly. So don't feel like, oh my gosh, I have to start all over again. And this is going to take me years to get into this new relationship and feel something for someone. That's not true. Quick connections and those people that we're really compatible with right away, they happen in an instant. We know in the first few days or weeks whether or not this person could be someone that we could see ourselves with. So don't feel like you're starting from scratch and it's going to take you 2 to 3 years to start building something. You can meet someone and hit it off right away. You know what you want. You know what you're looking for. They probably are too. And so when you meet up, you're gonna sense that in one another, and you're gonna feel that click right away. It doesn't mean you're gonna walk down the aisle in the next few months. I don't recommend that. But you may be planning a future. You may absolutely be talking about, what you could see with this person and thinking about where you're going to be and what you're going to do. So be prepared for life happening really quickly when you are ready to get yourself back out there. Because it does. There is love out there. There's so many great people just like you out there. So when you hear people say things like, oh, there's nobody out there, you're out there and you're amazing. So stop listening to people like, oh, there's nobody out there. Everybody good is taken. Everybody crappy is taken too. There are a lot of people out there that are not so great. They're in relationships. There are plenty of wonderful people on every side of this. So you're there. So when you're ready, get out there and know you're going to have a struggle. Your mind is really going to have a struggle, but you can do this. You can do this. Take your time and don't rush yourself. You'll be ready when you're ready, and you won't be all the way ready. But when you feel like you want to, go for it and then see how you feel. You can redirect your steps at any time. Nothing is set in stone. You can change your direction anytime, any day, and do that same thing with dating. If you want to try it, try it. If it stinks, pull away. Just go out with your friends and family and just create your life that way. And then when you're ready again, get out there again. Get out there again.